Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And here we are on the 21st of October, 2020. 10 more days for the haunting. Yeah, it's haunting me. Another birthday coming up. God, I can't believe I'm going to be 21 this year. Yeah, right, everybody, huh? I heard that. I heard everybody at the same time go, yeah, right. Anyway, oil lamps fail. Okay, I don't know, the wicks are soaked with oil, but they burn down to the cap and then they go out. And they only have a small flame, so they're not going to put out enough heat to really do what I want to do. So, what's next? Well, what's next is I'm going to take a old propane tank that I have, which is probably going to be that one right there. And I'm going to convert that into an oil burning furnace. It's kind of like a potbelly stove, but instead of stuffing it with wood all the time to keep the heat going, it has a drip line. Boy, these flies are terrible today. It has a drip line that comes down from a storage bucket or a storage tank, which has got used oil, vegetable oil, any type of oils that'll burn. And you have an adjustable valve in the line that comes down. And what you do with that is you set it up so that the drip line goes inside of the potbelly stove. And there's a metal plate in there. I like using a rotor from a front disc brakes or rear disc brakes of a car. And I just seal the holes in it with another metal plate welded over it. So it becomes a kind of a bowl type unit. And that's where the oil will drip onto, one little drop at a time at certain setting intervals, depending on how much heat you want. So anyway, you use a little bit of kerosene to get the plate hot inside of the unit. And once the plate is nice and warm, then you can start, with the flame still burning from the kerosene, you can start your drip. And as the oil drips down, it will hit the hot plate and turn to a gas and cause a flame to flare up, and gives you a good blast furnace type effect inside of the tank. When I get to putting it together, I will do a video on it and make sure everybody gets to see that. All right, something else I did today. Look at my little cans here. Yeah, they're full of concrete. I was going to use lead because I have lead in there, but I said, you know what? Lead is too valuable. I'm not going to use that up. I'm going to use the concrete. I've got concrete here. It's cheaper. It's $4 a bag, 60 pounds. So I mixed up a little bit, and these are full of concrete, and they're getting set up right now. These are 8-penny nails. I bent them in my bender, so I've got them shaped like a hook. And what are those for? Well, I'll be showing you that in a second. So let's head on down. Looks like the totes are ready to place and get ready for water, because I do have a water delivery coming on the 27th. I don't know what size truck they're going to come with. I hope I get the 4,700 gallon truck, because I have room to take all 4,700 gallons. The other truck they have is only a 3,200 gallon, which they came with last time. And that just barely fills up what I've got up there at the water tank. And it only gave me half a fill on those two totes. So there wasn't very much water, and it's the same price for either truck. What can you say, you know? That's the two trucks they have. That's what I have to deal with. So I hope I get the big truck this time, because then I can fill up everything up topside and everything down here going into the rainy season, and then keep everything well watered. All right. So I was going to show you up at the garage how to index a piece of pipe. Indexing means you want to be able to drill holes all along the same side of a pipe without them being staggered. Well, you have to draw a line down that pipe. Well, there's a little trick to doing that, and I'll try to get to that on the next video so that I can teach a few people who have never seen it how to do that. All right. So I've been down here today working, and yeah, it's in the 90s again today, and we've got cold coming for the weekend. Actually, the end of the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, we're supposed to have nights down in the 30s, and they're saying 34. That's too close to freezing for me, so I want to make sure that I have everything protected by then. So I moved plants into the greenhouse. These are all citrus trees down the center except for one avocado tree, and I want to make sure that these are going to be protected in the heat inside of here. And I've got all my seeds moved down here. I got this refrigerator moved in here, so that's ready to go. And I got all my seeds, got one box there, got one box here. I got all of the flowers spread out on the table. I'm going to alphabetize those. I've got some garden vegetables that I'm going to get started going here. And I've got another bin of seeds here. I've got another bag of seeds here. And I got another bag of seeds here. So, yeah, I got seeds. Seeds, 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 till my daddy takes my seeds away. All right, so I did get some cat grass growing there. I'm going to also get some catnip going because I should be having a feral cat here on the homestead pretty soon. And I want to make sure that the cat is happy and hangs around. So I'm going to make sure it gets all of the joys of life. So that's what I've been doing in here all day. And then, of course, cleaning up and tying up all of my tomato plants because, say, I got tomatoes. There's tomatoes coming here. Look at all the tomatoes. And that one over there, the San Marzanos. If I go to the other side, there's got to be 15 tomatoes on that plant. My jalapeno plants are full of jalapenos. Well, I'm going to have to figure out how to cover a lot of these if the temps are going to get down near freezing. Because hey, I got tomatoes growing here. I got tomatoes growing there. I got tomatoes growing here. There's tomatoes everywhere on these plants because of the nice weather. Cabbage. The cabbage might withstand the cold. They can go down into some pretty cold temperatures and still come back. But my watermelon over there, I don't think it's going to like it very much. So there's the watermelon down in there. And I'm going to have to cover these things with something. So I'm going to get some plastic and that. And look at this. Those potatoes I planted a week and a half ago, I got sprouts coming up already. Here we are in going on the end of October, and I've got potatoes growing. And look at the peppers. I got peppers everywhere on here. There are loads of peppers on this plant. And they're inside. That's one plant. This one over here is bell pepper. And I got bell pepper down there. I got bell pepper up here and a couple more inside of here that are just starting to sprout out. That one over there is jalapeno. I've got some jalapenos set on it already, but they're small. So that's like a backup to this plant. So as this one finishes its production, that one will take over. But like I said, everything is like the grapevines, they're all sprouting. If we get a frost, that's all coming to an end real quick. And then they'll all go dormant, and I'll be starting to do all of my pruning and cutting everything back and getting it ready for the next grow season. Out here, because of the cold that we got through the winter, it's not really acceptable to have any plants out here that I expect to make it all the way through the winter. A couple of days of deep freeze and nights deep freeze, and all the work for growing those plants is gone. So I'm going to be doing that inside of here. And I got some of the shelving set up and ready to do that. And I'm going to sort out my seeds, get them alphabetized, get them into that refrigerator so they're protected. And I was thinking, let's have a show of hands. What I'm thinking of doing is I have so many seeds, I will never use all these seeds in my lifetime. So I'm thinking about putting together packets of seeds. And then we'll have a giveaway on G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And anybody who's subscribed is a actual subscriber of my channel. You'll be watching one of my videos and you'll hear me say in the middle of the video, today's giveaway day. Be sure to register. So what you're going to do is you're going to register your name in the comment section below the video and say, I'm in. That's all you have to put there is just, I'm in. And by you putting I'm in there, your name will go into a randomizing software packet or app that I have on my iPad. And once I get all of the names to a certain point at the end of that giveaway, I'll randomize those names on video. Everybody will be able to see that on video and see whose name pops up. And I will mail them a potpourri of seeds that they can use. Now, granted, a lot of these seeds are expired a couple of years. So, yeah, you know, there might be 2018, 2019 seeds or something like that. There's nothing wrong with them. I mean, I use them all the time. And as long as you protect them from extreme heat, extreme cold, things like that, you can still use seeds. I mean, the world has got a world seed bank, and they've got seeds in there that are 1,000 years old, and they have no worry that those things are going to sprout. So don't worry about it. The seeds are still good, even though it says it's expired on the package. And I get them at the end of the year when the stores have to take them off their shelves because they're expired, and people that are ignorant to growing things go in there and they say, hey, these are expired. They're no good, and they won't buy them. Well, there's nothing wrong with them. I've been using them for years like that. Now, granted, I might plant 20 seeds and 4 of them may not sprout. Well, you're going to get that anyway. You know, it happens anyway. So no big deal. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. And getting ready to close this video down, but I wanted to mention one other thing because we're coming up on the haunting day. Mother Nature has been helping me decorate, and I've spotted about 5 or 6 different locations. Nice big tarantulas crawling around. There's tarantulas out. It's their season right now. And you can always spot a tarantula hole. There'll be a little round hole about that big in the ground. I got one over by the outhouse here. I'll take a minute to walk over there and show it to you. These are ground squirrels and rodents. These I don't like. So I gotta pour coffee grounds down them, and then the next day they're buried back over. Now the coffee grounds don't kill them, but it chases them away, and they just go dig another hole somewhere else. I just don't want them digging and getting under my buildings. Here's a tarantula hole. Okay, that's what a tarantula hole looks like. And they've got a pretty good burrow down inside of there, nice bit of hollowed out area. And they get down there and they keep warm on these cooler nights. I spotted one coming up through this area earlier today. I was going to grab the phone and record it, but it would be a couple of minutes video of looking at a tarantula. Not very interesting. So when I'm doing one of these videos in the afternoon sometime, if I run across a tarantula, I'll show them to you. They're pretty cool. The males are the smaller of the species, and they're all black completely. And that's what I see mostly around here. They're out looking for females to mate with. But that's about it. Oh, I got to get my clothes out of the dryer, get them folded and put away. So have something to wear for the next few days here. Got a lot of work to do. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope I earned your subscriptions. You know where to find those down there below. And then that little thumbs up down there. And say, like the video. Yeah, I like the videos. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.